gang, welcome back to the evolution of the Bat, talking about all the Batman films. When last we left off, it was Batman 1966. Today we're going to talk about Tim Burton's 1989 Batman. This is the only version I own. It's in the Tim Burton box set, but you can see the picture. Looks fabulous on Blu-ray. I don't have any updated version of it. That's the only version I have, so it doesn't really matter. It's a great copy. Batman 1989. I remember this like yesterday. This was my freshman year in high school. Yep, and I remember this being such a huge thing for comic book nerds, teenagers, anybody that I knew at the time. This was a huge deal for. This is one of the first movies I remember being sold out for a few weeks in a row at one of our local cinemas, which at the time we only had one, I think, but it was still rare to be a movie to be sold out like all weekend and stuff. Yeah, such a great thing. Starring Michael Keaton, Jack Nicholson, Kim Basinger, Jack Palance, Billy D. Williams. That's enough. That's enough right there. Reading up on this like I do almost every film that I talk about on here, I read a statement from Tim Burton which absolutely fits this film. He said this movie is more of a cultural phenomenon than a great movie. And that right there hits it on the nail. Hits the nail on the head. Yeah, that's it. That right there nails it. That is exactly what this is. It's a cultural phenomenon, not a great movie. It is a good movie. It is a cult classic. It is a favorite of almost everybody in the comic book world. But as far as being a great film, no. There's too many things in here that are, I don't know. It stands up to the test of time for what it was. Like today, if you set kids down, and not teenagers, because teenagers are different teenagers now, but you set kids down and watch this, they're going to have the same glow in their eye that I had when I watched it in 1989. Michael Keaton is interesting. An interesting pick for Batman and Bruce Wayne. I think he made a really, really good Bruce Wayne. Batman, it's still like a cult favorite, Batman, but whatever. Back in 1989, when this was announced that Michael Keaton was going to play Batman, everybody and their brother was in an uproar. I don't think anybody can honestly say Michael Keaton's going to make a great Batman. Nobody said that. If they say it, they're almost definitely lying that they said that, because this had the comic book community in an uproar. I remember everybody out there, Beetlejuice is going to be fucking Batman. Maybe not Beetlejuice. I can't remember which one came first, but throw in X Michael Keaton movie. Mr. Mom's going to be fucking Batman, but it worked out. It worked out great for the film, and still to this day, any time anybody is cast in any superhero movie that is like an iffy thing, it's like, why would they cast him? And then somebody's like, hey, nobody thought Michael Keaton would work either. So right there this starts the open mind. When Ben Affleck was cast, he's like, hey, Keaton did it. Blah, blah, blah cast. The only one that I can honestly say that I've seen it and it didn't work and everybody knew it from the beginning was Jared Leto as the Joker. No. And it was no. We don't need a crackhead as the Joker. But anyway, Jack was cast as the Joker. Jack is the best part of this film. His Joker is hands down the most remembered thing about this film. That the Joker. The story of the film is rather simple. It's Batman. We flash into the origin. We have an origin of the Joker. Then we have the Joker wreaking havoc, and then the big dance at the end. So it's kind of straightforward. It's Batman versus Joker. That's the whole story. There's no anything else. It's Batman versus the Joker. Batman's suit. I remember first seeing Batman's suit, just like everybody else at the time. We were thrilled. This is an amazing suit. Still today, I love the suit. It is totally not workable. It is almost completely useless. But as a silhouette, standing there, walking in on screen, seeing Michael Keaton for the first time as Batman, it's perfect. It's beautiful. The film is very Tim Burton. Let's see, very Tim Burton. The one thing that's like really crazy is altogether the entire movie looks like Gotham has about 40 people that live in it and about 3 buildings. It's very dark and dreary, Gotham is, but it's, if you watch it now, and if you haven't watched it in a while and you're watching me talk about this, go back and watch this and see if you don't agree with me. There's nothing to Gotham. Gotham is a backlot with 60 extras and the cast that I named at the beginning of this video. And that's it. Not to take away from the movie at all. I do love the movie for what it is. It is a nostalgia kind of thing for me. The soundtrack, while Tim Burton didn't care for the soundtrack until much later, I absolutely enjoy the Prince soundtrack to it. I think it fits most of the time. It does fit a lot of the Joker stuff most of the time. And that's the most important part of the film, is the Joker. Jack is absolutely excellent in this film. But yeah, that's it. Batman, 1989. Tim Burton. Never thought we'd... Well, I can't say that anyway. Next, we're going to be talking about Batman Returns, also Tim Burton. This next time we get the Penguin and the Catwoman, which, while I really enjoy the Joker, I believe that Batman Returns is superior as far as a film goes. So we'll talk about that soon. I don't know how soon, because these have been kind of sporadic, but when you see it, you'll see it later.